Based on the natural resources that will be available in the year 2100, the ideal world population would be about 2 billion people, but the actual world population is projected to be 11 billion people. This exposes a critical issue that very few people are taking into consideration. My name is Brianna Kent. I have been studying overpopulation and can tell you that these are some scary numbers, but they aren't numbers that have to come into fruition. So what exactly is overpopulation? According to conserveenergy.com, it is an undesirable condition where the Earth's current existing population exceeds its carrying capacity. The UN says that the Earth's carrying capacity is projected to be 10 billion people, and at 7 billion people, we're a little too close for comfort. How did we get here? Let's take a look at the numbers. It took 200,000 years before we even reached 1 billion. The next billion came after just 100 years. And now, we had approximately 1 billion every 12 years. Population growth has never been so rapid and is only increasing. There are many reasons for this growth, such as countless technological and agriculture advancements, and even lack of education on birth control methods. I don't want to scare you, but with overpopulation comes things such as loss of fresh water, animal extinction, depletion of natural resources, less freedom and more restrictions, increased climate change, elevated crime rate, and even the extinction of our species. Unfortunately, we have limited natural resources. It will be very difficult to control the amount of natural resources we have, but we can control the amount of people using them. Let's take a look at some possible solutions. The reality of it is people need to start having less children, and by less children I mean one. Let's see how my generation, the generation that's about to have kids, feels about this. Hi. Hi, can I ask you a few questions? Sure. Do you want kids? Yep. Yeah? And how many kids do you think you want? Maybe 2 or 3.
3 or 4.
I want to have at least 3 kids.
To have 2 or 3 children.
4 or 5.
I'd like to have 3 to 5 children.
At least 3 or 4.
I'd like to have 4 kids.
Probably 4.
Clearly, the ideal family is 2 or more kids for most people today, and one-child families are undesirable. But this idea definitely needs to change. It's something that most people don't want to hear, but the reality is an Earth stricken by famine, disease, and war would hopefully be far more difficult. I don't want to take away people's rights, and a lot of people do want to have large families, so we have to look at the immediate and attainable solutions. One possibility could be through education and access to birth control. Another could possibly be adoption. There are countless kids out there who don't have families, and you can adopt and raise as your own, rather than adding to the current population. Because if we look at the numbers, if we're growing 1 billion every 12 years, we're going to reach Earth carrying capacity of 10 billion in 36 years. That's within a lot of our lifetimes. So we need to act now, and we need to act fast. The bottom line is that overpopulation is definitely a bigger issue than many people are led to believe. In school, we are often taught about environmental issues such as air and water pollution, climate change, ozone depletion, but one main issue that is often overlooked is our population size. Many people try to avoid talking about it because it is scary. However, this issue needs to be brought to the attention of many more people in order to slow down the rapid population growth. I think one of the biggest steps to solve this problem is by raising more awareness. It's time people start talking about it, so a plan of action can be put forth. The hard truth is that the population needs to decrease by some means, any means necessary, to prevent the end of human race.
Yep.
Our world is a beautiful place, and we need to be more vigilant in preserving it. The passion people feel for environmental issues is great, but if we put the same passion into population size, we can preserve civilization and save the world.